Welcome to the Clarington Chronicle Podcast. I'm your host, Mark Stanish. This is podcast episode number 86 for Thursday, September 28th, 2017. Glad to have you join me. Okay, so let's get to our news items. And boy, it's awfully cold out there today. It just, the temperature just went right down to freezing in the last few days. It's not too bad in the middle of the afternoon if you can find a puddle of sunshine there, but wow, it's really a big change from last week, I think. Okay, so let's get into a few news items here and round up what's going on in Clarington this week. Generally, I'm trying to give you a heads up for what's happening on the weekend, maybe a little bit of news on what's happened in the past week, and then looking forward to the week ahead, what we can expect. So this item here is the Region of Durham's holding their 44th annual auction, and that's going to be on Saturday, September 30th. So that's this Saturday coming up, and the gates are going to open at 8 a.m., and the sale starts at 9:30 a.m. So if you're interested in auctions, this is a fantastic one. There's a viewing on Friday, September 29th from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m., and you can participate at the Region Works Depot, which is at 825 Conlin Road in Whitby, and that's just east of Thixon Road, north of Taunton. So there's the region put out a little blurb here about it, and it says the list of items for the sale is still being compiled, but currently the list includes desks, workstations, chairs, tables, cabinets, office equipment, cars, vans, trucks, truck accessories, trailers, heavy equipment, gas-powered saws, lawn equipment, kitchen equipment, televisions, and cleaning equipment. So purchases can be paid for by cash, they say, and or debit card, and picked up after the auction on Saturday, or before 3 p.m. on Monday. Big ticket items and motorized equipment can be held with a deposit of $500, payable in cash, debit card, certified check, or bank draft, with the balance payable prior to pickup. All purchases must be picked up by 3 p.m. on Monday. They also mention here that this auction offers the public an opportunity to purchase goods that are surplus and no longer needed by the Region of Durham, and participating municipalities including Pickering, Whitby, Brock, Uxbridge, Scugog, Clarington, and others. The auction revenue earns money for the municipal governments and finds new homes for the goods. So just to be aware of that. Now, our next news item is a press release from the municipality of Clarington, dated Wednesday, September 27th, and it's concerning Newcastle and District Recreation Complex being renamed after the late former mayor, Diane Hamre. Clarington's Newcastle and District Recreation Complex has been renamed after the late former mayor, Diane Hamre. Clarington Mayor Adrian Foster and members of council renamed the facility the Diane Hamre Recreation Complex during an official ceremony this past Wednesday, and former Mayor Hamre's family attended the event. So according to the press release, Diane Hamre died in April 2017. She served in municipal politics for 20 years. Diane Hamre was first elected to office as a local councillor in 1980. In 1991, she was elected mayor and served for 9 years in this capacity. One of her first acts as mayor was to change the municipality's name from the town of Newcastle to its current name, the municipality of Clarington. During her time in office, Mayor Hamre was influential in the construction of some of Clarington's largest and best-known facilities, such as the Garnet B. Rickard Recreation Complex and the Curtis Community Complex, which houses the Clarington Public Library, Curtis Branch. Mayor Hamre was also instrumental in establishing a formalized process for economic development by hiring Clarington's first economic development officer, and she was also a driving force behind the merger of the local utilities that formed Viridian. Quote here from Mayor Foster: "She loved her community and worked tirelessly to make Clarington a better place." Continues here that Diane Hamre was passionate about social housing. She believed that everyone deserved an affordable place to call home. Her advocacy led to the creation of the Durham Region Nonprofit Housing Corporation. She served as president of the corporation. In 2013, Mayor Hamre received the Queen's Diamond Jubilee Award for her dedication and long-standing contribution to politics. And final quote here in the press release from Mayor Foster: "This is a fitting tribute and a way to memorialize a figure who was crucial in helping shape our municipality." So I just wanted to bring that to your attention as well. All right, and the next news item I want to bring to your attention is Clarington Family Safety Day. And that's also going to be held this Saturday, September 30th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Fire Station 1 in Bowmanville. That's at 2430 Highway 2 in Bowmanville. They're promising a whole bunch of neat attractions, including a live burn, Durham police helicopter, live music, a police dog demonstration, fire extinguisher training, and an armored vehicle. So they're inviting people to bring your family to Clarington's Family Safety Day. It's going to be a free, fun-filled day that includes interactive exhibits by emergency and fire services, safety agencies, local businesses, and organizations. There will be lots of activities and demonstrations and information for all ages. I also noticed that they have a picture of Sparky, the local mascot here, and it looks to be like a fun time. I remember my kids are getting a little bit older. They're in their late teens, but I remember when they were young, they loved going to these fire displays. So it's definitely informative. It's definitely necessary to be aware of the dangers of fire and how to properly protect yourself around your home. So I would strongly encourage you, particularly if you have young kids, to attend this. They're going to have a ball, and even for some of the older kids, I think they might really enjoy it. So that's going to be this Saturday, September 30th at Fire Station 1 in Bowmanville. Okay, and finally, I just want to bring you sort of like a personal item here, but it's local. A lot of my friends have been saying, oh, let's go here, let's go there, let's motorcycle up here, and it's always, don't forget, Regional Road 57's down. And I heard a number of people say this, so I'm just going to bring this to your attention, because if you're anywhere around that area, if you've ever been in the sort of the north section of Clarington, anything between the 115 and the town line, the west town line border, then you've probably experienced some sort of disruption because of the construction of the 407. But Regional Road 57, there is a road closure, and it's all due to the Highway 407 East project construction. So there's going to be a full temporary closure of Regional Road 57 between Taunton Road and Concession Road 6 from September 22nd until October 5th. So we don't have to deal with this too long, but just to be aware that 57 is down, going through there, you're going to encounter some problems. So the closure begins September 22nd at 10 p.m., it's already in effect, and the road will reopen October 5th at approximately 12 p.m. For its new permanent alignment. So if you've ridden around that area, you'll know that 57 is no longer sort of straight north-south. They are curving it, so just to be aware also, that could be a problem. So there is a detour. If you'd like more information, you can call 1-888-860-2763. But just to be aware, I wanted to bring that to your attention because I know a lot of people are talking about it. If you have to do any kind of business, or if you're visiting friends or whatever in that area, a lot of people like to just scoot up or down 57, and that's not available to you right now. So just to be aware, that's what's going on around you. Question of the podcast. Are you planning to attend the Family Safety Day? Do you plan to attend the Family Safety Day? And that's it for episode number 86 of the Clarington Chronicle Podcast. If you'd like to comment on the podcast or have an idea for an upcoming episode, please email me at claringtonchronicle@gmail.com. And you can find this podcast on Twitter at ClaringtonChron, or on one of the Facebook pages dedicated to Clarington or communities within Clarington, or on my website, markstanish.com. You can subscribe for free on iTunes or Android and get instant updates when a new podcast is uploaded. Thank you for listening.